right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Adetayo Vision Art and Life. My name is Adetayo Agboke Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. Today, we're going to talk about, basically thanking my sponsors while we have a good show. But first, before I do that, I got to thank these sponsors. Literally, I got to pay the bills. So this podcast is brought to you by A4 Capital Consulting, growing good business anywhere and everywhere. Let A4 Capital Consulting take your business to the next level. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details, y'all. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details. Now, that website's looking pretty sick, man. They just have some modifications done to it, so it looks pretty sick, too. And this podcast is also brought to you by Adetayo Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Adetayo Foot and Ankle make your feet happy again. That's AdetayоCenter.com for details, y'all. And that's AdetayоCenter.com for details. And just for Adetayo, just so y'all know what I'm talking about, these are the insoles right here. As you can see, I wear them all the time with my batas too. So this is what goes in there. So my feet are happy. You got the right foot and you got the left foot. So, visit AdetayоCenter.com for details, y'all. So today we got a special guest. He's a graduate of University of Kentucky. He's a graduate from the Business School of University of Southern California. He's the owner and president of A4 Capital Consulting. And also, too, he's my brother. So, he has a big company, and the company is based in 2 locations in Virginia and also in Long Beach, California. So, Mr. Adetayo Agboke, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well. But I got to correct you off the bat. So the reason you have a good show is because of you. It's your ability. It's your experience, the capacity you've built over the years. So it's 100% you. I think me and Nere, your other sponsor, we're just beneficial enough to just see the growth. And it's just going to expand exponentially as you go forward. And business school was undergrad economics, University of Kentucky, Gatton School of Business, shout out. And then grad school was master's in public administration. So I try to get the balance in my experience to balance that.
Well, yeah, that's why.
Thank you for the intro.
I had to make sure. One thing I do bad is I try to not mess up people's educational backgrounds. And I just say the overlining feature, but then when I have the guests, they can tell me exactly what they do and they can correct me too. So
that's a good style.
But yeah, today,
whatever your style is, run with it.
Yeah. And today, one of the reasons why I brought you on was because, wanted to know why you joined up the partnership with Adetayo Vision. Obviously, we're animation / comic company, apparel company, footwear company, different things who are using my art to create these different platforms. And I had several questions on before we get started. So my first question, we jump into this thing. But first and foremost, how's the family? How's my niece and nephew? They're doing good. I know they're growing up big, and they always ask me about the t-shirts and stuff like that before we jump.
The terrific trio. They're all doing good. Everyone's sleeping right now, so it's all good.
And y'all can see on his hoodie there, he's got a custom A4 Capital Consulting hoodie. That's one of my designs right there. As you can see the logo.
Heavy rotation. This thing is in heavy rotation.
As he stated, heavy rotation. So we are Adetayo Vision is the apparel supplier for A4 Capital Consulting, whether that's footwear, t-shirt, collar, t-shirt, hoodie, jacket, whatever, anything they need.
I gotta order my batas on the way so I can have the full business casual attire.
Well, you heard them, man. I mean, we are if Adetayo Vision is able to provide for A4 Capital Consulting, one of the biggest financial companies in the world, you better believe we're doing something special. So we're really grateful for that. So, sir, let's jump into this first question, sir. What made you want to let A4 Capital Consulting be a part of Adetayo Vision podcast? In terms of
well, I think it's just an expansion of what we're already doing. So I think you've talked. I appreciate the promotion of the website because we've just done different things with Adetayo Vision. So I surveyed the market as far as our different providers and providing the logo, website. I've tried other vendors. I've done my research, shopped around and stuff like that. Just by comparison, I saw the quality of the work and I was like, all right, so the logo right here, A4 Capital Consulting, that was a start. And then the apparel was the next extension. And then the website, which has been revamped, which is looking awesome. Thank you very much. It was just the next step in the process of the partnership. That's pretty much it. You do good work. A small business, small, medium-sized business right now, because you're going to expand and you're going to grow even more and more. That does good work. That's my wheelhouse. That's what I do. So just happened to be my brother.
Like I say, you are one of the sponsors, and one of the things is for the audience is listening. This gentleman here has helped me to grow my business. I mean, one of the biggest questions you asked me was what kind of business do you want to be in terms of your apparel line and footwear? I was like, well, I don't know. I want to be like upper echelon. It's like, well, then you can't be selling it at those kind of prices. And what is your value? And I think you say that to me repeatedly all the time. And I've come to realize that value is such an important figure, an important word to respect your value so that nobody can devalue you. So, that's one of the reasons why you and Anadel are my primary sponsors, because I think you guys see value in what I do. Most people are always trying to get over on me. So, I really appreciate the fact that you saw our talent. Now,
and it's not really difficult. It's like seeing Walter Payton because at that time he was ticked off because he didn't win the Heisman, because Archie Griffin was winning the Heisman, stuff like that. He had to go to a smaller D1 AA school.
Yeah,
it's like seeing Walter Payton. It's like seeing Walter Payton playing in college and like seeing, oh, I recognize that talent. Like, duh. So it's not like, it's like you got talent, just recognize it. So by the time you're sitting across the table from a customer, there's no negotiation coming on. Your price is already set. If they want the quality work, cool. You know what the price tag is. If they don't, keep it moving. That's great. Best of luck. But yeah, I'm gonna do great regardless. I hope I do it with you. I hope I do great business with you. But if I don't, it's all good too.
Yeah, I no longer negotiate. I let them know $200 an hour is $200 an hour. That's pretty much it. There's
going up. And going up.
So, know your value, man. In the next question, on to our next question, sir. What has been the best part of the partnership with Sanusi Vision for you that has benefited the company, I guess?
Just the quality work that's gonna last. This logo is gonna last. I mean, it's a symbol. It says something. It's positive. It's promoting good work. That's it. Quality work that will last. There it is.
Man, that's beautiful. When we like simplicity over here. Y'all heard it, man. We do quality work. That's what the partnership is at. So, like, in terms of, because that quality, right? What has been the impact? What impact has Sanusi Vision had on A4 Capital Consulting?
I would say it's just providing. All right. So my standpoint, I know marketing. I think the best marketing you can do is by doing good work. That's it. And keep the customers you have. Do a great job for them. Pay attention to them. Treat them well. Treat them with respect. That's the best marketing you can possibly do. After you've done that, just having a place or a symbol or a card or a logo where they can say, okay, that's me. That's me. Like Prince. Remember when Prince wasn't using his name anymore? He just went by the symbol. Yeah. You have a logo. I think that's something tangible and intangible.
Right.
That's gonna last. That's sustainable. So that would be it right there.
Yeah, I love that, because that's why I put my banner behind me now. I realized what can I mean, but one of the things you were telling me was I was having a blank background behind me whenever I do my podcast. It's like, well, you got to put something behind you. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to take my banner from my art shows, which is the coolest thing ever. It's got all my drawings on there, specifically the Cardiac Assassins on top. As you can see, the first two top rows, you can see them there. And it just took off from there. And viewership has changed, has increased exponentially. We've got a lot of downloads. I didn't know that we're doing so well that I'm doing well. Paris, France. I don't know what's going on over there, but they love my podcast. I'm international, man. So
quality translates. It's global. It's not global.
I'm not even in just America. I mean, I'm globalized. So really appreciate that. I'm glad that Sanusi Vision has impact, because the art, the apparel we try to do, as y'all can see, is wearing the hoodie. We try to make sure we do the best work possible. And also, on the right side of that hoodie is that Glock's character from the Cardiac Assassin universe, one of the superheroes from the Carjacks team. He's a hero. So, and that's who the dude is based on. So, well, thank you for that question. So, on to our next question, sir. How does A4 Capital Consulting help businesses grow, small or large?
We listen to what you do and like give you insights on how you can do it better. So, like, a management consultant isn't going to tell you anything new. They should provide you insight or perspective on what you already know, but give you their perspective. Like, okay, this is what we've seen of a similar graphic design company at your stage of growth. And these are some of the things you're going to be seeing in the next couple of years. This is how you want to prepare for them. Like, there are things that every business can do as far as taking care of their personnel, developing a bench, like rotating key employees, various things you can do at all the time, but there are specific things that you can do at your stage of growth, at where you're going next, what vision you have for your organization, your business. So we listen, take our insight, take our experience, and help you take that next step to the next level. That's it.
So, and the good thing about you guys is you guys, not only are you based in Virginia, but you're also based in the Long Beach area. And I'm sure you have further expansions coming. And I guess for you guys, are there set criteria that you guys prefer in terms of a business wanting you guys, how you're going to help them grow? Because some people don't meet your standards and some people do. So
yes, treat your customers, treat your employees, treat people with respect, and just do good business. It's not that's not really a complicated thing.
Right.
It's not really a complicated thing. And check us out. Check our website out. Check us out on social media.
Right.
If those are things that align with what you're doing, align with the vision with what you're trying to grow, please get in touch, and then we'll go from there.
It must be a trip when you meet somebody who's actually not going to listen to you that's saying that you need to treat your employees good. That's just got to be weird.
Yeah. All right. So, but it's not weird because like you'll be amazed at how people can succeed and not. I mean, sometimes first mover advantage. It's a real thing. Like people get there, they're in the spot, they're just there at the right place at the right time, and they can manage to trade off of that and build a Fortune 500 company. Will it last? That top of the Fortune 500, it's changing.
Right.
The rotation, it changes. The companies that were there, they get to a certain point and then they die off. So is that all you want to do? Do you want to get there and just die off, or do you want to get there and expand beyond there? So it all depends on what you want to do. And the really cool thing, you sit down with different people, like you talk to them and you listen and you hear the different ways they do things. You hear the story about what brought them to where they were, what brought them to where they are, and where they want to go next. That's the really cool part. I've essentially been doing the same job since grad school. I like basically sit down, either I'm sitting down in front of someone and asking them, okay, what happened here? And here are some things you need to correct fairly quickly to change things around. Or, right, what happened here? So these are certain steps that we need to take right now. So I've been doing that in some aspect for a
long time. I'm a witness to that, because I remember for me, I never really, one advice was you always never worry about how much money you don't have, worry about your talent. And I think once I started thinking like, hey, worry about my talent, everything else will fall in place, because nobody's who ever achieved anything great has ever had enough. You have to just build little by little and organically. One word you always use with me is organically grow, because it allows you to have a more, not control, but a stronger foundation.
And maintain your flexibility. So so when companies are in that growth stage, the founders, they're low. They're like the story. You hear the stories. Oh yeah, Bill Gates, he racked up all this credit card debt so he could build Microsoft. That's great, but he was able to some way, somehow, when it came time for the buyout, he was able to maintain his ownership in Microsoft. But like other founders, they're not that fortunate, or the decision, they rack up so much that the flexibility is basically not there. So when you go to sell, when you go public, your shares, whatever you have left in the company, is basically nil. So all your hard work over the years is basically down the drain. And the decisions you're making, they're not optimal. They're suboptimal. You're making decisions that are under pressure, that aren't the best for what you're doing or your vision of what your company is. So maintain the flexibility. You don't need to grow at whatever pace other people grew at.
Right.
Like over the long term, it can be a grind, but it's not really a grind if every single day you're enjoying what you're doing and you set up the micro aspect of running the business. The day-to-day, you wake up, you go to the office, or you go to your laptop, or wherever you go. That step every single day should be as easy as possible, should be as seamless as possible, so you can run the marathon of building the business. And you're enjoying what you're doing, you will be amazed at what you accomplish over a time span. Don't worry about the markers of the external markers of what other people see. When they sit across from you, look right behind you, look at the quality you've created over the time.
Right.
If people could see that from the show, look at what you're wearing, look at what I'm wearing.
We got the platinum bomber jackets for those who are wondering what to. Exactly. Platinum bomber jacket.
$1,000. $1,000.
The beanie, the t-shirt. Just we've come a long way from when I used to make them with hand and using the iron. I still have it, which is going into a museum one day. And one of the reasons why you're our sponsor is because the advantage is having somebody who knows about growing business, and you've always stressed you're playing the long game, not the short game. Your decision should be long-term, not short-term, not instant gratification. And so whenever people approach me, I'm always thinking in my head, like, if a capital consultant would look at me like, nah, that dude is not going to work for you. You need to keep moving, man. I don't need you. I'm good. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And that's and that takes time to get there, because, well, you know, you can turn down the opportunity and they'll be like, oh, man, it's a lot of money. I just
don't worry. Oh, no, I guarantee they'll be back.
They'll be back. Yeah, that's what you
see the growth. They'll be knocking on your door. Oh yeah, remember such and such when I was like, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, whatever I offered that time, let me add 50% to that and do that. And if it still doesn't meet your marker, you tell them keep it. So
it's unbelievable, man. And so that's what's giving me confidence to keep progressing forward. You fans are hearing it, man. If you want your business to grow, A4 Capital Consulting is the one that's going to help you do it, take it to the maximum of the level. Like, selling to people on Mars and Jupiter and all kinds of stuff, man. And so the last question is, you do know about the Cardiac Assassin universe. What are your expectations for the first official comic book from the Cardiac Assassin universe? What are you expecting from this book? Because this is going to be
I think there's like a character in there anyone can relate to. So I'm just expecting it's the first jump off to be like, wow. It's just like wow. All right, look at where this universe or multiverse is going to go. This is the beginning. It's the beginning, and what a cool beginning it is. That's it.
And you know, it's funny. Let people show people just how far we've come. This is the Cardiac Assassins classic version 1 right here, and then version 5 is right here. This is the Batas Platinum Batas right here. You know, I mean, it's just something. The book
business casual. You wear that with some khakis.
Yeah, you wear that. Like, yeah. We got the high tops too for those who are wondering.
Either whatever your style is.
Yeah, whatever your style is.
You'll be the best dressed person in the office by far. Well, sorry, whenever you guys do go in the office, or if you like go to lunch or whatever, they're versatile. They're versatile.
Yeah, versatility. I mean, the book itself is I'm so proud of it. It's at the cleanup stage now, where I'm cleaning it up, just cleaning up, because I was just working on it prior to this podcast. I was like, hey man, I got to get this cleaned up. But when you're cleaning it up, you're seeing more cool ideas. And the goal is not perfection. The goal is just to be as clean as possible and to deliver the outcome that you want, which is what I'm going to get. So
and it's just the beginning. And
it's just
like,
the beginning.
There's literally no limit.
Yeah.
There's no limit in time. There's no limit in space.
Exactly. It's not about getting there fast. It's just about getting there at the right pace. And then also too, having, as you said before, when they walk into the room and they want to negotiate, I don't need you guys' money. I've got my own channel. Thank you very much. You have a nice day.
Yeah. There you go.
You know, so I want to thank you for being on the show. It's been amazing. And once again, A4 Capital Consulting, he's one of our sponsors. What else? Is anything new going on with A4 Capital Consulting? You know, with the website just got revamped. Obviously, more business locations are coming up. What else can people look for? The social media is available, because I'm always talking about that all the time. What are the various platforms?
Sorry, that's my alarm going off. I would say so the podcast, we're just on hiatus right now, but it's gonna restart back up. So we've got our podcast page set up. Thank you for setting that up. And so we're just going to add content. There's going to be content on there that's going to be like, you know, the core, that's going to be the base, but then there's going to be a section there for new podcasts coming up.
And for those who are wondering, when he's speaking about the website, Sanderson Vision was responsible for reconstructing the A4CapitalConsulting.com website. So check it out, y'all. We put a hand into it. He asked me to look at it. I said, these are the things that it needs. And next thing you know, it went from looking like this to looking like that. And he's like, oh my God.
Don't argue with the expert, the subject matter expert. I was like, okay, thank you.
And then there's the social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram. You guys are eventually going to get to TikTok. Of course, the website is awesome as ever. And that's it, man. So, y'all, we want to thank our guest here for today, Mr. Adetayo Agboke, for being here. And sir, looking forward to having you on again. Of course, once your podcast gets rolling on again, you want to let us know so we can advertise it on the podcast and let people know that it's back on the road again.
For sure. It's going to be in the same place. It's going to be on my website. You just go to the podcast page. So that's it. That's where it'll be.
Well, thank you, sir, for being here. And it's been a great time having you. And thank you for all the success and more success to come. And for y'all, a4capitalconsulting.com. Remember that website domain, a4capitalconsulting.com for details, y'all. Check out everything they're doing. So thank you so for being here and have an awesome and great day, man.
You're welcome. Keep having fun. Keep doing a great job. Love you. Bye.
Keep trying. Love you too, man. So thank you for listening. This podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adetayo Agboke Jr. Please want to thank our guest today, Mr. Adetayo Agboke, for being here today. And you know what I'm saying, we're gonna keep doing big things. So please check out our website wherever you listen, whether it's Amazon, there's a Spotify, Apple. You can also listen to our podcast wherever on our website at SoundVisionShop.com. Please check out our website, SoundVisionShop.com or SoundVision.com. And please subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen, as I stated before, whether it's Amazon, Desert, Spotify, Apple, and you can also go to our website at SoundVisionShop.com. Please check out our social media platforms at Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all at Sounders Vision. And please don't forget to review us, rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. And as always, y'all, check out our website, our products, SoundersVisionShop.com, the Batas Platinum Low Tops 2. And then, of course, you got the high tops here. You know what I'm saying? We want y'all to see a variety of things we got. So, all right, y'all. So please don't forget to review us, rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. And as always, y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a great week. Stay safe, y'all. Peace.